Okay, but why doesn't it say record? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Connie. Before I even get on with this video, go ahead and subscribe if you are new to this channel. Go ahead and click on the little notification bell, that way you're notified every time we post. Give you guys little quick tips and tricks, and I guess kind of like hair hacks on a way to grow your hair, make your hair stronger and thicker, and just anything you need to know about hair, basically all in one video. So I hope this is helpful for you girls that are struggling with either getting your hair a little bit thicker, or maybe you want to get your hair a little bit longer and it's just not growing. I'm going to give you a little bit of tips and tricks to see if it works. So you guys can see I have a lot of hair, just a lot of hair. Sometimes it's a lot to just handle, but I'm very happy with the results that I've gotten following these little tips and tricks that can literally just kind of change your world. So without further ado, let's get into this video. All the tips and tricks. I do want to give you guys a little bit background story on my hair and kind of like my journey as to how I got to having long hair like this. It's curly right now, so that's why it kind of looks a little bit shorter, but when I straighten it, like it literally it reaches all the way, like touching the top of my butt, so it's pretty long. It's actually really long now. So growing up, I've always had a lot of hair. I had a lot more hair than I do now, actually, and my hair's always been curly. My parents are both Hispanic, and they both have very curly hair, both sides. My mom's hair is actually way more curlier and so like big and puffy, and my dad's curls are more tight and like just small and together. So I got curly hair from both my parents. And as soon as I hit high school, I started straightening my hair, and so as the years went by, but I feel like the damage was not as bad. I hit high school and I remember wanting to lighten my hair, and the thing that I do remember is that I didn't want to bleach my hair. So I kept keeping in mind that I didn't want to bleach my hair because having curly hair, I knew my hair was gonna fry completely, and my other option was not any better because it fried either way. So my mentality was, if I go to the dollar store, go to CVS or whatever, or Sally's, I can just get really platinum white hair dye and just continue to dye my hair till it starts lightening and getting lighter till it gets brown, till it gets to the color that I want it to be. So I was doing that continuously, wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I would continue to do that. And I will insert a picture of how my hair looked by the end of result of when I did that. Basically, it was not that good. I did have a few patches that were a bit brown, and some were kind of dark, because I know I haven't mentioned, but before I even tried doing that, the first color that my mom let me experiment with, because I was so excited to get my hair dyed, was black. And if you know about hair, if you dye your hair black, it's the hardest color, is one of the hardest colors to remove once you want to lighten it or get rid of it. So I think I did not let the hair dye fall out completely, or I guess grow out. So I had different color patches of hair in my head, if that makes sense. Like in the light you can see some were brown and some were dark, so my hair was not completely one color. So eventually, after time, I ended up dyeing black again because I thought I looked dumb. Left it black for maybe a year, and senior year came and my hair was still black, and I remember I dyed it black one more time because I thought I wanted it to look really dark and blue, like that really dark blue black. But then prom came up, and the prom dress that I had got, in my mentality, because I was not a very smart person, I thought that my dress would look better if my hair was light, because the model that had the dress that I picked for prom had her hair very light brown, and she was really white complected, kind of like my skin tone. And the dress, honestly, if I went back to it, I kind of do agree it did look nicer with her hair color. So then I'm going crazy thinking I think I have to lighten my hair, because when I was going to get fitted for my dress and I had my dark hair, I thought I looked bad. So long story short, I go to the salon because I didn't want to like take so long to lighten my hair, because prom was only, I guess, like a month away, you can say. So then I go to the salon and I get my hair stripped out. So they strip away the black color, and that's basically them putting bleach in it till it gets lighter.
Worst mistake of my life.
Came up. Like, I wanted to give you guys a backstory of it, where it basically I started like damaging my hair, but this was it. This was the last string. She stripped my hair and she put in the bleach, and I gave her the color that I wanted. And by the way, it came nothing out to what I wanted. I wanted like a really light ashy brown, like super ashy, a light brown. And when she put in the bleach, what happened was that she didn't section it out correctly. So the bleach was on my hair in different sections for different amount of times, if that makes sense. So basically, when she tried to put the hair dye in, it did not catch it. When I left out of the salon, I looked like a penny. It comes out super coppery, like just like a penny, and it was patches everywhere. It looked horrible. So then there I go again, wanting to fix it before prom comes in. So I waited about 4 days, and I just kept putting hair dye boxes from like a regular CVS or like a Sally's or whatever, and I was dyeing my hair. So like I guess I fixed it, and I'll insert a picture again here. I'll keep inserting pictures of basically what was going on. This is the whole situation because it was a mess. And it actually kind of looks good. If you guys can see, it actually kind of looks good. So then I just left it like that. It all ended up being one tone. Not exactly the hair color that I wanted, because for the hair color that I wanted, I really had to go to a hair salon, and I just didn't want to mess with that anymore. I had a really bad experience, so I just left it alone, and I just left it like that, and I thought it was cute. After that whole process, and so many things started coming up as the year was going. I had prom, I had you know, so many events. I was in the drill team, so I constantly was like straightening my hair. I was curling my hair. I was putting so much damage in my hair. I was not at all taking care of it, that my hair just like drastically started thinning out, and it was just chopping and chopping and chopping and just becoming shorter and thinner and just very little. And by the time I graduated, I decided that I wanted to dye my hair black, and then I just remember it being so ugly. The bottoms of my hair were no longer curly. This was kind of curly, kind of puffy, and the ends were just straight down. Like, it had no volume to my hair. Full experience, like, it was just horrible for me. I could not get it to grow again. It was just awful. And I remember thinking I just wanted to buy wigs or get extensions because my hair was just so bad. Like, there was no, it would not grow, because I remember my mom had to cut it. So she ended up cutting most of the dead ends, and she probably cut about this much. So at some point I decided that I really needed to take this into my own hands and actually do something about my hair, because it was becoming too sad. I feel like a hair for a girl is a big thing. Like, your hair is what, like, it's the main attraction to your whole image, if that makes sense. I started researching a lot, and it was not easy. I do want to let you guys know, from all this stuff that I'm going to tell you, the little tips and tricks, I'm going to tell you that the journey is not always fast. It's not always going to work how you want it to work, depending on maybe your history on the hair, or also the type of hair that you have, if that makes sense. I'm totally not an expert on this. I'm just letting you guys know the stuff that worked for me, and I'm going to share it with you girls. So that was a little backstory. So let's start going into the tips and tricks. Basically, stocking up on so many oils. The first thing that I bought that is actually to help out with hair growth was castor oil. Castor oil, I got olive oil, coconut oil. Really what I do, and I just go crazy with those three. Sometimes I use them individually, but most of the time I just use them all together. So I like to get coconut oil and basically focus them on the ends, and that's really going to take care of if you have damaged hair, if you have split ends, if your ends are just basically rough and ugly. I would just grab the coconut oil and like really focus that on the ends of my hair. And then for the castor oil, I would grab some of it and then kind of put it on the tips of my fingers, and I would just kind of rub it and then rub it against my scalp and do massages with that, and just kind of get it like really penetrated on your roots of your hair. And I would focus it on that. And then honestly, the olive oil, I would just kind of put it from here and just kind of drag it down. And after that, I would put my hair in a braid, put it in the back. Kind of want this to stay at least for 8 hours, 7 hours, the max you can. If you can leave it on your hair, it's good for your hair, so it's gonna give you the best results. I put that all together, put it in a braid, put my hair in a bag, and then I'll go to sleep. The next morning, obviously rinse it off, wash it off, everything like you should normally. And one of the tips that I can give you on shampooing, conditioning your hair is you definitely do want to start looking into buying a shampoo that doesn't have any sulfate in it. Getting a shampoo that doesn't have any of sulfate will definitely help your hair a lot. So try to stick with one shampoo. If you find a shampoo that you feel like it's good for you, it's been working for you, you notice that it's not making your head itchy or it's not making your hair fall off any more than it should, then stick with one shampoo. I'll put down the ones that I use, the conditioner and the shampoo that's been working for me, at least for my hair, because keep in mind all hairs are different. So another thing that I do want to talk about from the process of wanting to repair my hair and get it to where it is now is I really had to sacrifice my hair straightener, my curler, any heat, blow dryer. I was not using it for at least 6 months, and I know it's one of the worst things, especially for me because I have curly hair. I don't have straight silky hair or nice waves. I really have to sacrifice that, and it was honestly really hard because I go out often, and during that time it was really hard for me because I wanted to flat iron my hair. I thought that a lot of times I wanted to have curly hair, you know, or I wanted to flat iron my hair, but I couldn't because I was in the process of wanting to maintain my hair. One of the things that I can tell you, a tip, is that you're gonna have to avoid heat as much as possible. If you can, try to avoid it at all costs. And if you can, I know there's some people that there's events that come up or whatever the case may be, and you just have to do something to your hair because it's a special event, then go ahead and do it and make sure you use a heat protectant. That's one of the things I can say. But the other thing that a lot of girls are going to hate, and I hate it, it is not good to wash your hair every day. And keep in mind the things that I just said. I said washing your hair every day. I didn't say it's not good to shower every day. You're supposed to shower every day because we sweat in our sleep, we sweat when we're working, we sweat when we're sitting down, where you're gonna sweat, so that's nasty if you don't take a shower every day. I have to shower every day. It's a need. But it's not good for a girl to wash her hair every day. So I know if there's some people that are just really like, I guess like clean freaks, and they just can't stand like knowing that they didn't wash their head. I want to tell you that washing your hair every day will destroy your hair also, because we lose hair every day. Even when you shower, you will notice that as you're shampooing your hair, you will have some hair fall off. So think about, we have 7 days a week and you're constantly washing your hair 7 days a week. Your hair is continuously falling off, and more than usual, because your hair is not strong, it's not healthy, and you're not making any better. So if you can, try to only wash your hair 3 times, or if you even cut 2 times a week. I know it's one of the most nastiest things you can think of, because it's just like, ew, you know, especially if you're a person that goes to the gym a lot. It's kind of gross, but just keep in mind you're in the process of helping your hair out, so it's one of the things that will help you. So try to wash your hair at least 3 times a week. You can even try just using like shampooing your hair with conditioner. I know some people do that instead because they still think that their hair might stink. So what they do, instead of washing their hair with shampoo, they'll just grab conditioner and just kind of leave it in their hand. One thing that I can also think of that helped me a lot, washing your hair, you really have to keep in mind that your hair is very fragile at this point. Your hair, the strings of your hair are really thin, and they don't have a lot of strength coming from the root, so any little pull can actually bring it down and pull it apart. So when you're brushing your hair, especially if you have really curly hair like I do, it's really bushy and it's just kind of crazy. And this tip I actually got from my mom. I actually didn't know that. I remember I would always grab my brush when I had to brush my hair. I would start, I'm not actually going to brush it because my hair is going to get huge, guys, but I want to give you guys an idea. I would start brushing my hair from the top, brush it all the way to the bottom, and I would do that till my hair was all brushed. And when I would finish, I would grab all the hair and pull it out, and it would be so much hair. Don't tell me that's one of the worst things that you can do, especially if you have curly hair. Some girls might have even really silky and like thin hair. Maybe it's a lot easier, but this tip is really good for either or curly or straight hair. So when you start brushing your hair, whether it's wet or dry, you always want to start brushing your hair from the very bottom going up. So you're going to work section going up, like from the bottom, and then you'll grab again and you start brushing it till you get to the top. So you're working in sections, and you're also holding onto your hair as you're brushing it, so you're not pulling on your roots, and that's really going to help you out. Because keep in mind, like I've been saying, your roots right now, your hair is very fragile and anything will destroy it. Ever since, I do not brush any other way, and trust me, that would help you a lot. Little tip that I want to give you girls, and that's going to be the end of this video because I know it's made it long enough, is getting yourself vitamins. This is one of the biggest things that I can probably recommend to any girl that's struggling with growing their hair. But you're definitely going to want to look into a good hair vitamins, because they're definitely going to be like your best buddy throughout this whole process. This is really going to give you that extra help, extra push into your hair journey. I recently was contacted by this company, and they wanted me to review their vitamins. They're basically gone almost. I only have 4 left, but I definitely wanted to wait till I finish almost the whole bottle, because it's basically a month's supply. So I definitely wanted to give you guys my honest review, because this is like the whole month and I basically finished it. I only have basically 2 days left. And this is the Heartbreaker gummies, and it says make them boys cry, and this is what the gummies look like. Let's see if I can show you guys. So this is what the gummies look like. One thing I am gonna say, I do not like the flavor. If you're planning to buy these and you're a person that's like really picky with like flavor, I'm really not picky with food at all, or anything, or any texture, I guess. But I honestly got really tired of the flavor after like a week, so every time I would take them, I would kind of be like, ugh. But I want to show you guys how they look like. I think they're so cute, and they're little hearts. I think that's really cute. And you take 2 a day, basically for a month. This is a hair, skin, and nails vitamin. It does have biotin, folic acid, and vitamin A, which is all good for skin, hair, and nails. I want to say right now, what I've noticed from this whole month, my nails have been growing, and I kind of don't want to show you guys because it's kind of disgusting. I got dip on my nails for the first time. I kind of wanted to stay away from my stripper nails for a while, because if you guys see my videos, or if you have me on social media, I always have like big old long stripper nails, but I wanted to give them a break a little bit. So I did get dip nails, and my nails continuously grow dramatically. Like this set I recently just got done about a week ago, I want to say, and my nails are already growing out. And this is gonna be nasty, guys, but because I get food like stuck in there, it's just so weird and nasty because they're lifting. You guys are not gonna be able to tell, but my nails are growing pretty good, and I do feel like they're a lot stronger. With hair growth with my hair, what I want to say is the month that I've been using and the results that I've been feeling on my hair was just using the vitamins. I do want to say that my hair has got a lot more shinier, and I do feel like it's a lot more thicker. Hair growth, when it comes to the hair growth part, I feel like if anything it probably grew an inch. It wasn't that dramatic change. Go ahead and give them a try. They're not expensive. I do have a coupon code from them. It is twins, and I will be putting it down below. It will give you some money off for your purchase if you guys want to purchase them. Alright guys, well, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope these tips and tricks will be helpful for you if you're struggling with damage, you know, just short hair. I really hope this works for you. Let me know if they do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on our social media like always, and I will be seeing you back in our next video.